Hello everyone, this is Ash and this is Mage Monsters 2. Let's go. So we're going back on a possible difficulty in the desert, and I'm going to stick with the new character here. The reason is, I want a victory with her. I haven't had a single victory with her, even though it shows I have. No, we haven't, so we need a win here. It would be pretty cool as well to have my first impossible victory with the new hero. That would be pretty neat. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this. So here's the idea, right? So we have her, we could expand her speed like crazy, make her be able to heal like nonstop for multiple units, or we could have a single unit that she fully heals really quickly and just buff that unit like crazy, right? Like, let's say Cavalier, right? We get Cavalier, we bump their armor up because they have armor bonuses. And she also gives them a slight bonus too. So right here you see her self-healing is only 50% effective, right? So her healing herself is not that effective. But melee units, 50% health. So they get double the health. When you upgrade a melee unit, she gains plus 5% healing. So she'll just get stronger every time I upgrade a unit. And when you upgrade a unit, then she gets plus 5%, or they get 5% health. So they get stronger. She could heal them stronger every time I upgrade them. So it makes sense just to upgrade units, right? And just to have her there, maybe get her speed a little bit higher, things like that. And I shouldn't have to worry about her upgrades all that much because they get healed more every time I do an upgrade. Like I can do an armor build, so to speak, and they'll get more health because of that, and also they'll get more heal, so good and good. And then if they get life leech, they'll get more health and healing, which is great news. All right, so that's the idea. So I'm gonna probably do like Cavalier, but let's start with our demon. Yeah, I'll start with I need a character that's gonna scale well with Cavalier. I think I'm gonna start with Swordsman. I know that's a crazy situation there because they're human too, though, right? And with Cavaliers, I do want to get some kind of synergies going on. So let's go ahead and start with a damage boost, and let's upgrade the heal power just a little bit. So I'm starting with a few upgrades for her. She's gonna need some speed. That's the thing. She is gonna need a little bit more speed. Get that to like maybe. I still like the 0.5. I think 0.5 is just a good spot to be at. So we're gonna work towards that a little bit. And then of course I'm gonna work on damage boost a lot, because damage boost is how much it affects their damage, the output of these characters. And she should be fine on her own for this if she was the only one that survived. So we're going to see initial. We're gonna work on hill speed until we start unlocking these further tiers. So let's keep going. I know it's gonna be hard with just swordsmen for a little bit, but it's not gonna be long. And plus, she can survive on her own for a bit, and not very much. All right, let me try this again. So that was level 3. Okay, so we're doing good now. So basically, I have her back here. So she's just healing harder, and here, let's do that. She's just healing pretty fast now. She's at 1.03, which is not too bad. So we want to keep her speed pretty high. I'll just have her by herself. Those units were just kind of a distraction at this point, because then she had to heal them too. So she had 0.86. I want to get her to, a decent percentage if possible. Oh, she's dead. All right. So I have her heal to less than 1 second, right? She heals for 24. Not the best heals just yet. I upgraded her health twice, so she has 300 health. And we have units now. So we're on stage 3 still. So let's go. Let's start working towards the end goal here. What I need to do is get enough units that can survive. We're going to have to hold out on some money for a minute, so that way we could invest on a higher tier, which we can do now, actually. Alright, so we're going to take tier 2. Nice, and they gave me a demon, which is completely useless for this build, but let's go. At least the enemies now, if they were trying to shooting her, then they would just die. So that's good. Archers have no chance against our hero. Okay, so we got our upgrades we can start doing. Let's go ahead and take some life steal. I mean, that's going to give her a harder heal, right? So let's see. So she heals for 25.2. Now, let me go ahead and upgrade a unit real quick. Now she heals for 26.4. That's nice. That's pretty nice. So we need to get her core heal pretty high. That's going to be a big take on this too. So once she's healing for a lot, then every upgrade they get is going to be a good percentage. It's 5%, right? So we need to get her healing upgrades pretty high. Maybe like 100 or so at least for how much she's healing. All right, thorn damage, we're not doing any of that. We're just going to do our core heal. So she's healing for 52 now. Keep going with the heal. And then we're going to do percentages of that, right? So I think that's really the way to go. Because we want to work in high percentages if we can. 5% of 100 is a lot more than 5% of 25, right? And they're doing really good. I mean, our soldiers are staying strong for now. We, of course, want to get to a higher tier pretty quickly, too. Let's go ahead and get you guys some life still. Doesn't do a lot for these units, but still, life still, and then you also get that percentage of health. Each one of you is going to get a health upgrade from it. So let's see, you have 75 health, right? Let's just check the blacksmith real quick. 75 health. Let's go ahead and buy some armor. How does that work? So you're supposed to get 5% more health, or does she get... No, she doesn't get 5% more. Very interesting. Yeah, I thought they got a health upgrade too. Okay. All right, so 60. We need to save out for 105. So let's keep going. So I'm gonna work towards at least another tier, and then we're going to... Oh boy. Oh, this is game over. All right, so level 7. Need more units or something. Oh, well, actually, she's keeping these guys alive pretty good. That's good. Keep them alive, hero. Wow, okay. So definitely the less units on the screen, the better for her. Look at that. She's making 2 people into heroes. All right, so we have attack speed, health. Some more armor. I mean, armor's doing good with these guys. These guys might be contenders for the tier 1 unit. They're not doing bad. I mean, they only have 75 health, but the chance that they have the stun is very helpful. Okay. So let's get your upgrade a little bit more for your heal. She's almost at 100. That's the only reason I'm doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and get the next tier as well. So with evade synergy and having humans maxed out, I think the Cavaliers would just be contenders for sure for, you know, powerful units. We already have quite a bit going on with our armor. And favoring armor, of course, the Cavaliers would just be a powerful unit to have. But also, I was interested in a Demon Commander, not Demon Commander, but the last tier Demon, the Destroyer. I was interested in that unit too, as being a primary. However, in this case, I think the Cavaliers just... It's a tough decision. I need to see what the health pools look like and the damage outputs. So let's go ahead and give you a little bit more heal speed, because we do have a lot of units on the playing field right now. It's not going to be that way later, but for right now, there is a lot. So tier 3 has humans. So let's go ahead and get marksmen, and let's go ahead and get Cavaliers. We finally got Cavaliers on the playing field here, and there is a slight synergy. So we need to reduce the amount of everybody else as soon as possible. But, oh boy, okay. I did want to get archers. I have an elven synergy happening too. You go up here, I guess. You guys go up here. And you guys need to be up in the playing field. All right, let's go. So she's not going to be able to heal everybody. That's kind of the problem I'm having right now. Cavaliers are pretty strong, but I do think they're stronger units. The thing about them though is they're armor skills, right? So 40% more armor. So they just might be overall a great unit to have. All right, so we're gonna do more speed on the attack. I don't know if I want to risk it. Let's go and do some upgrades. I think that's probably the safe bet. I don't want to buy more units. Just more upgrades, more armor for everybody. Be good. Yeah, that's helpful. Boost everyone's armor like crazy. It's gonna give her, at least give her a stronger heal. I don't know if it's gonna give them more health. I have to look at that percentage a little bit more carefully with some of the higher end units. Okay, life steal. All right, so we don't have 140 yet, but we're gonna get back into this. We're gonna get that next tier. We're gonna get that next tier, and then I'm gonna start working on synergies with elves and stuff. Once we pretty much have all the tiers, then I'll start messing around with that stuff. Problem I'm messing with synergies right now is I could make mistakes, and I would rather it be cheaper mistakes than more expensive ones. It's gonna get more armor. Okay, so we're on 12. It's gonna get the next tier here. Of course, you would give me a beast. It's like the least one I wanted, really. Let's save out for. I mean, this is a strong thing with these guys. They're pretty strong, but we're okay. Let's go. We're gonna save out for the beast a little bit. The Cavaliers are surviving pretty well, honestly. I mean, a lot of it has to do with my attacks, my heal speed. Giving them a damage boost might be a good idea. And then just increasing, you know, allow their upgrade. Okay, so I think just upgrading the units is hitting hard with her. Like 124 heal. How are these guys doing? Did you finally get an upgrade on your health? 161. I just want to see one thing here. It does nothing. What was that whole thing about? Okay. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken on how I read that. Let's go in here. It's just archers. We should be fine. I mean, yeah, they could take out some of my units, but we'll overwhelm them, and then she could just ricochet their stuff back at them if it comes down to it. So maybe tier 5 is what I want to play with less units, but more heavy-hitting units. Okay, let's go and unlock the next tier, tier 5. So we have wizards. That is not the unit I want. So let me see. Who's got the most health pool? Lycan's got 552, 60 damage, 26 health, right? That's a Lycan. That's pretty hard hitting, honestly. So you only hit for 40. You do 690, 32 defense though. That's really good. Deals 6% of the destroyer's health back. Oh my god, but we get health upgrades, right? Destroyer's kind of the unit. All right, so I'm gonna get me a bunch of destroyers, at least one more destroyer right here. So I have 2 gold left, 2 destroyers. You're gonna be a primary unit, and let's see how we hold out like this. I'm gonna have to downsize quite a bit and start working with synergies a bit more. We have demon synergy, so that's good too. That's more to heal on the board, I guess. That might actually be working against our favor. Alright, so demon destroyers. Very interesting to have them as my unit. But I do want to mix some Cavaliers in there too. It's not just gonna be demon destroyers. Alright, so let's do melee unit upgrade for our health, which makes sense for the demon destroyer since they hit harder based on their health, right? Okay. And we're going to... I don't really want to get more units at the playing field, but I need to for the elven synergy at least. Okay, so we're gonna get you guys on here. I'm just gonna have to reduce everybody, like how many I have of each unit. So like one of you, definitely one of you. You're a demon imp. And let's get down to 1. Oh look, I have a I have a thing. Okay, so you two still get multiple quantities, and that's fine. Well, there's no more elves on tier 1. Tier 2 has Elven Elite, or Elven Defender. Okay, 1. Tier 3 has an Elven Elite. I already had Elite. Pay attention, Ash. Thank you, Ash. Alright, and then tier 4 has no elves. The next elf, oh yeah, it does have an elf sentinel. Take them, put them in the group. Then the only other elf is tier 5. There's 2 elves here. So we have a tier 5 unit here and 1 more high elf. Alright, so that's a lot of units to heal, but there's 1 of each, so it shouldn't be that bad, right? But then we can start messing with synergy. We could get demons to have elven synergy if a demon unit is going to be my primary. And do we need human synergy? I don't think so. I think we just need demon synergy. 40 to 50 armor. Okay, so those are the armored units. 20, 57%. High armor desert units is all those dudes, so they're all high armor. And they get armor piercing, so they would be able to help me take out bosses more. So all my damage will hurt bosses more. Got it. Let's go. So maybe a human energy synergy would make some sense. Energy. To an extent. Thing is, the less units I have attacking, the better, right? I don't want no Elven Elite upgrade. I will take some health upgrade. How's your health doing? 750? I still don't see any multiplication of health. Let me see. When you upgrade melee units, she gains plus 5% healing. When you upgrade Nymiara, oh, I see. Melee units get 5% health. So if I upgrade her, then they'll get 5% health. So let's see, 750. Let's upgrade perhaps her damage boost. 765. Interesting. So upgrading anything gives a bonus to anything else. So if I want more health, I upgrade her. I can upgrade her damage boost, and then they'll do more damage and they'll have more health. And then I can upgrade them if I... So it depends how I want to focus. If I want to focus on her, then they're going to become more tanky. If I want to focus on them, then they're going to get healed more and survive better. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, so we're working on... Let me see. I was going to do human synergy, right? So there's a human... I have the mage already. You're at tier 5? Yeah. I don't think there's any other humans in tier 5. Tier 4 does not have any humans, if I remember. I already have Cavalier. I already have Marksman. So we don't need any of you. I'll go ahead and get the Shaman there. Okay. Tier 2 has Elven Defenders. I already have Elven Defenders. Silly me. But there is a human in here, right? No, there's no human in tier 4, but I will take Slasher. I did need that demon. The one with the axe is necessary. Demon breakers. And we actually almost have a full synergy for demons already. So we have Demon Breaker, Imp. Which demon are we missing? We're missing... We have Shaman already. Shaman is tier 3. You guys are tier 2. Is there another tier 3? Because you're tier 5. Maybe there's a tier 4. Golem, Acolytes. No, there's just another human here, though. I'll take the human. That's going to give me the full human synergy, baby. That's the paladin I was missing. Tier 3. Demon Commanders, of course. All right. So that gives me enough to do a synergy. So Beast Demon Way. Elves Demon Way. No. I need Elves. Demons Elven Way. That's exactly what I need. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to get that to 100%. Get them a little bit of the human armor piercing. Then we're gonna get us a bunch of demon destroyers. Well, not a bunch, but like 10 would be enough probably. Because like they're not even getting damaged. And the other units are just really just flanking. They're just there. All right, let's see what we have. Max speed. So now upgrading her is going to make them stronger because they do more damage based on their health. All right, so let's... When your destroyers return more damage when attacked, or make your destroyers return more damage when attacked, or make them have a higher chance of stunning. Destroyers return 2% of their current health as damage when attacked. Wow. Destroyers, oop, that's spelled wrong, have plus 5% chance to stun when attacking. This sounds really good. I could pump their health up so high. And they're basically as effective as her. They're all Thorn builds. That's amazing. All right, so I need synergy. And I need... Let's see. Demon's Elven Way, max. Then I need a Demon's Human Way. Demon's Human Way. Okay, we're good for now. Because I can't get another demon synergy on there. So there's no real point because demons are priority. So we don't have enough gold. That's fine. Let's get into it then. So now I'm going to get me some more of these units. Get me like 10 of them. And again, everybody else is just kind of fodder there, right? So they're just there. They just exist in this universe. But the primary unit is going to be my destroyers. Armor. Or even though armor doesn't really scale with them. Probably just focusing on health and not even worrying about armor is a good idea with these guys, honestly. Okay, so let's get me another destroyer. So we have 4. Let's get 5. Then we're going to do an upgrade for her, which is going to be damage boost. Let's go. So I think doing a bunch of damage boost is going to get their health up. Because it's going to give them a percentage of health, but it's also going to give them a damage boost where they can hit back hard, right? That might be a key here. Bunch of thorns. Okay, so elite's heal speed. I think your heal speed's good. I'll do another one. Let's do more damage boost. So they're gonna be hitting really hard. Because even their percentage that they hit back when they get attacked is going to be boosted 8%. So they're going to be hitting like way harder than their health pool. Let's go and upgrade units. I do want to get them more. Oh, here we go. More spikes, another 2%. If we can get that spikes high too, then that's going to be really powerful, man. These guys are just a beast. Look at them. And they got the synergies too. So they're doing like armor damage too and everything like that. And look at them, they're doing their elvish dodges. These are the units. Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of armor. Like these are the perfect units for her with the thorn builds, that is. 8. All right, so you guys just need to be in front because your priority 1. So 825, we're going to get that to 1,000 easy. Get your guys' armor to 40. And we're going to maximize your upgrades. I'm not even worried about the hill because they can just tank so good. And all the other units are surviving pretty good too, honestly. The problem is, though, the other units are taken away from them getting attacked. And I need these guys attacked. Like, I wish there was a way to keep the other units away. Like, stay away. Damage boost. Very nice. Okay, so we need 2 more of you units. 1 and 2. Okay, that's the 10 I want. So Cavaliers, sorry guys. Y'all are not as effective. I need these guys hit, not the Cavaliers. Upgrade units. I want to upgrade the destroyers. Exactly. Spikes. And can I do it again? Destroy your spikes. Yes. So now what's your spike damage do? 14%. 14% of that. So you're doing like almost 100 damage into an attack. And a 16% chance to stun. So you guys can stun and you're doing almost 100 damage back when attacked. In addition to your stun. Look, they're stunning so much. Amazing. Okay, so now we just need to pump up their health like crazy, right? Because they're fully upgraded. The fire bats are not doing anything to them. This is good. This is good. We're gonna find out on stage 24 how they really do, right? So let's go ahead and upgrade unit. We're gonna pump your health up like crazy. So you're 930. I need to get you to. I'm not playing with the percentages just yet. 960. So that gives you. How much health do they get? 10%? Is that what that is? 10%. We get you a little bit more armor. Yeah, 40 armor. Good. All right. So for the rest, for the other part of that health, I'm just gonna upgrade Nymiara, her damage boost. If I can increase her damage boost like crazy, then they're gonna be hitting harder with their thorns, right? I mean, they're tanking these dudes like nothing. Oh, don't let Nymiara die. Okay. Well, she's dead, so that's good news, I guess. I think they can stand on their own a bit though. They get a more life leech, so they heal for. Basically, they're self-healing, right? So if they damage units that attack them, if I get life leech built up, wouldn't that mean they're just endlessly getting healed? That's an interesting theory, actually. Let me get some more life leech. How much life leech do I have even? Let's see. Life still 7% of their damage, and their damage is high, so that's pretty crazy of a theory too. So let's go ahead and give them some damage boost. So does their damage boost count? Does their damage boost count towards their healing? It'd be interesting too. So we have a first boss coming up. All right, let's do this thing. Let's see how our demon army performs against the boss. So all the ads are being stunned. That's great. The only problem with having less units is it makes her more viable to get hit. I actually need to upgrade her health a bit more, maybe get her to like 500 health or so, because it seems like they aren't able to hold everybody at bay, and sometimes she could get hit from that. So we need to keep her alive too. All right, so more life still for you guys would be a good idea. Let's go and get some health for Nymiara here. Would be good. 2 would be nice, and then we could do some damage boost for y'all. How much is your health? 500. That's exactly what I wanted, so that's good. Let's go. Fire bats, level 24. All right, you guys just keep them away from Nymiara, and I think our characters here could pretty much survive anyway. Even though they are being taken out pretty quick though, but they're still holding their own. I mean, considering how much they hit back, and now she could heal them. She could straight up heal them. Maybe her speed's not high enough. She needs a little bit more speed, and I mean, boosting her really helps out anyway, so it makes sense to do that. So let's go ahead and get her speed up. You guys are at 1,000 now. Good, good. All right, so 1,050, and now it gets them. Look, so they get 15. You get 15 every time that we do that, or we can give them a core upgrade, which would make them a lot stronger. Let's do some damage boost. Let's get that damage boost up a bit more. Get the speed up. Really, I think just speed and damage boost is the way to go at the moment. Like those other units are just defeated so quickly. Come on, keep them healed up, Nymiara. Keep them healed up. I think she's doing a pretty good job. I still don't think her speed is high enough though, because these guys are, you know, their health pools are going teeter-totter like crazy. But it might just be that they don't have enough thorns. Maybe they need a higher thorn build to be able to like counter their own stuff. Here we go, life steal actually. Let's Let's do some crazy lifesteal on them, actually, because they're like constantly in the fight, so it would make sense for them to be doing a lot of lifesteal, right? A little bit more. Let's get it up there. And let's go. We're on 26 impossible. This is doable. Originally, I was thinking Cavaliers would be really good for this, but it's an armor build, and armor builds aren't always the most reliable with fire bats. I mean, I've done some good armor builds, but this right here is like a self-sufficient kind of mechanic, I think, because these guys are just getting higher health constantly, and the higher health is making them hit harder. So it's really a win-all for everybody. So look, they're just hitting harder and harder every single time I do a health upgrade. So we have a lot of armor, a lot of lifesteal. Let's get some more health. Get some more health. We'll just keep boosting our health now. That would be a good thing. We'll boost her speed and just manually boost their health, which is going to make her heal stronger anyway. So they're just really benefiting each other here. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that one surrounded by all the units at the top. Everybody's finally helping. Good job, guys. And bye-bye, dragons. You got bashed by demon destroyers. All right, let's go and get you some more health. Just gonna prioritize that for a minute. Get you guys to like 2,000, then your damage is gonna be insane, right? Okay, and we're out of upgrades, except for tier 3, but I'm not getting tier 3. Let's get into it. I love that the Cavalier just runs in, but the Cavalier's got lifesteal too and armor, so they're able to stay alive quite a bit, actually. That's good news. Come on, man. But if you watch the Demon Destroyer's health, like, it doesn't really teeter-totter all that much. They're just straight up tanks. Now that is a self-sufficient tank. A tank with Thorns is just like the best to do, because then you can just build them up like crazy. Now just imagine if they also had a bunch of armor, like let's say 100 armor. Then they won't even take damage, but they'll be still hitting back, right? Because they're absorbing all of it. All right, so let's go. I mean, it couldn't hurt to have a little bit of attack speed, right? A little bit more life still. We could increase their damage, but honestly, we're already doing that. Let's do more life still. How y'all doing, by the way? Let's see, pretty good. All right, let's do some health, armor. Health and armor is just kind of the thing. Life still, health, armor. What more could you want? Look at that, Cavalier ran in and he was able to survive on his own. Of course, he had the heals from our hero too. And she's healing for a pretty big percentage at the moment. I need to look at that, but she's probably healing for like 200s. I'm sure her percentage increased a lot with all the unit upgrades I've been doing. Alright, so we're going to be on level 30. Level 30 impossible. Let's get some more melee armor. And let's take a look at our hero. 276. Nice. She's healing very good. They got a lot of hit points. They could always use some more hit points. I'm not even worried about anything else right now. Okay, so they have a lot of health. 1380. And they got 54 armor, so they're absorbing a lot of it. They're dodging a lot of it. And then for what they do get hit for, then they just hit them back. Oh, Nymiara almost died. We don't want our hero to die. Come on, guys. Don't let her die. She's keeping you guys healed. Not like it really affects you all that much. I probably could use more boost from her. I mean, her boost is doing a lot, but we don't want her to die and then lose all the boost. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all need to focus in on the destroyers. Attack the destroyers. They'll attack back with their thorns. There you go. Melee life still. Prepare for endgame. Here we go. All right, so let's get Nymiara. Let's give her some damage boost. And she's going to need a little bit more health herself. Some heal speed. We get some more health, and we're good. Let's do this. Let's see how we do at our end game. This is gonna be our first impossible victory if we get this, and it's gonna be our first. It's gonna be our first victory with this new character too, if we get the win. We should have got more units possibly, because there is a chance that they could kill the hero. She's not defended at the moment. Oh boy. Keep yourself alive. The hero needs to keep herself alive. Nope, she's dead. Alright, so maybe in-game might not work. No hero. Y'all aren't focused in on the range units enough. And we lost our healer for that. I mean, fortunately, I did make the destroyers pretty strong, so hopefully they can turn this around. It looks like they can. But there's still not enough of them. We only have, what, 6? No, we have like 8 destroyers on the playing field. And the thing is, it takes them a while to take those dudes down. But while they're doing that, all the ads are going around and killing our hero. Alright, there's a lot of units on the playing field right now, but let's see what happens. The life leech is gonna help them stay alive a little bit. Just a little bit, not a ton. Look, they're overwhelmed. This might be it. This might be the end game right here. This might be it. But I think we might have a good idea. Okay. We almost did it. That was it. That was a good build though. The only thing is I did not have enough units. I needed more destroyers. Aside from that, everything else was perfect, I think. All right, well, that's all the time I'm going to have, but we're going to have to try that again really soon and try to get past in-game level 3. I think I understand this character a lot better and how to build this character. Going to try a similar thing very soon. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It really helps this channel. All right, everybody, see you later. Bye-bye.